friends. It's good to see you. I'm Charleene. I'm so glad you're here. I see some of our bouncing friends and faces here on Insight Timer. And hello to everyone, too, joining us on YouTube Live as well, which is always fun. So glad to be here with you today. It's an interesting day. Lots of fun stuff happening in the air around us. Oh, goodness. Tell me where you're coming in from today. I'd love to say hello. Hi, Victor. Good morning. Good morning from Dallas, Texas. Yes, it is still morning for you, isn't it, my friend? Indeed. Hi, Jane from Scotland. Oh, Apple Cake Day. Jane. We're just going to have a field trip. We're coming to your house. Scotland or not, we're there. That's awesome. I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear how it turns out. I'm sure it's going to be brilliant and breathtaking. Amazeballs. Hey, Jane with a Y. Good morning. It's so good to see you, my friend. How are you? It is still indeed morning for you. West Coast. Dorothy, however, is solidly planted in her afternoon time right now, early evening time. So we're all coming in at different places today. It's raining, Jane. It's raining there in Northern California. Oh, there's nothing like a beautiful Northern California rain. I love one as much as I love a summer Florida rain shower. So beautiful, both places, the rain. Magical wherever you are in the world. It's very true. The rain in Australia was really lovely, too. Rain everywhere is pretty. Hi, Anna. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you, my sister. You're on the Sunshine Coast right now. Yeah. You still having a good time? I hope your trip is progressing beautifully. Hi, Andrea. Good evening from Portugal. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. Jane. Hi, friend Jane. How are you? Hey, Jamie. Jamie's dropping in from Connecticut. Hi, Ashan. Good to see you, my friend. Oregon. Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Katie from Portland, Oregon. Y'all might be Oregonian neighbors. I'm happy that you're here with us as well today, Katie. It's always good to see you. Hi, other Jane. Yeah, Jane and Jane. We have so many wonderful Janes. We're surrounded by beautiful Janes. Hey, Serenity, joining us from Long Island, New York. You and your sparkly-hearted fairies. It's so lovely to see you, my friend. I hope you're well. Hey, Beth, South Florida. Florida in the house, representing. Yeah. Jane, you're happy to be here and ready for the magic of the bowls. Indeed, it is a magical day indeed. I even wore my Wild Thing shirt. The bowls are feeling a little sassy today. It's a good day. Hey, Violet. Sending our love to you, Violet, in New York. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day thus far. Hi, Ashley. Good to see you and all of your fall accoutrement emojis. Love that. I can't believe tomorrow being the first official day, the big day, which means today is the last day of summer. So we get to party 2 days in a row. Last day of summer, first day of fall. Hi, Sirkin from Istanbul. Good to see you, my friend. How are you? Did you have a nice day? Oh, good. It's always good to be with you all. Ashley, Southern Cali. Yes, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. I love your wave. Victor Summer. Sirkin, good. You had a good day. I'm glad. Well, today, like I said at the very beginning, it's an interesting day. Today is a day when there's actually a lot of presence put upon us. In that, from a vibratory standpoint, the moon is making a trine, which is just a beautiful, loving, supporting, uplifting aspect with Jupiter. And we all know Jupiter, he's the bringer of jollity. He brings good luck and fortune, but beyond that, he helps us expand what otherwise we thought might not have been possible. He's kind of the dude in charge of serendipity, of manifesting us to be in the right place at the right time so synchronicities can align. So we have a very strong energy today supporting us. Hello? Hello? What are you going to do? It's been one of those days. So we have a very strong energy today supporting us, bringing us towards excellent possibilities. You're probably feeling, or did feel throughout the day, this almost a benevolent kind of loving outlook to the world. This is an energy that not only you're experiencing, but others as well. So today's a great day, or even tomorrow for you, depending on where you are, to ask for help, to ask for support. And the moon, who's making this beautiful dance and trine with Jupiter, is actually moving through Leo. I know it's a tiger, but it's close. So Leo is all about that solar self, that side that we show in the world. Leo characteristics really embody that of someone who likes to take the limelight. They enjoy taking center stage. People often forget that being in the limelight has a lot of benefits and challenges that come with it. So Leo embodies the ability to move through these possibilities as well as these challenges, and to do it with a graceful ease, but still with a boldness that not all the zodiac signs really have. Leo really takes us to this point of stepping up and asking for what it is that we want in any given time. So there's this boldness to it. The softer side of Leo is very much like that. Think of like a little lion cub. Playful, childlike, a sweetness to them. Like a kitten. There's this I don't know if you've ever seen kitten, but enthusiastic rambunctiousness that just kind of go and they play and then they sleep. So we have this sort of beautiful energy vibing all around us today, which made me think, it'd be really interesting if we could really connect on a deeper level with our inner child. So much psychological work, the digging, the processing, the releasing, it takes us back to these deeper moments that have happened in childhood. So much of the science is showing that we set aspects of our life, the first 7 years of our life. Well, it's interesting. If we actually consider the time that we're in vitro as well, that when we're in the womb, those 9 months before, it's really about 8 months that carry a pattern that we throughout life will duplicate. We duplicate this pattern. Years before you're born, through year 7, you repeat it again. You repeat it again. A lot of times people will see these repetitions as patterns, as circles. Do with that as you may. So these circles, these patterns will often, if there's something that happened, a trauma that happened in childhood, a joy that happened in childhood, a lot of these times these patterns will resurface at other points in our lives. And usually, if it's something that we're looking to release, we'll notice that pattern become much more prevalent the next time it comes around, because it's trying to get our attention. So if you've ever noticed, it's kind of like the snowballing effect of a lesson that you don't really want to learn the first time, and so second time you're like, third time, oh crikey. So maybe that's just me, but there's this repeating cycle that we can sometimes get into. But when we go back and we begin to heal, embrace, uplift aspects of who we are in the most innocent times of our life, when we didn't put on the extra patterns or burdens or baggage of the world, when we could operate from a place of freedom, from a place of liberation, it brings a lot of healing. It also brings a lot of openness. And life is all about being playful. In many ways, life is a game. So by being able to play the game fully and well, not just showing up, engaging, living life from the most engaged state, we find our greatest joy, our greatest victories, our greatest success, our greatest connection. So, I thought we'd play with kids today. It'll be really funny if some of the cats walk in. That would be just kind of icing on the cake. Leo Day. Who knows what'll happen today? Yes, look at all the hearts. You agree. I know. We had invited them in, but I'm not sure how well that would actually go over. Our little baby, Esme, she'd probably jump in the bowl. She has made a little debut for those of you who caught it. I think it was about a week ago. Very adorable. Fluffy tail. A three-legged mysterious charm unlike any others. So if this is your first time joining us, welcome. It is today. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you taking your time, spending it with us. In front of you are 13 chromatically tuned bowls that are tuned to 432 Hertz, which basically just means they directly connect to the frequency that our Earth, Mother Earth, is vibrating at. 7.83 Hertz. It's called Schumann's resonance. Schumann's resonance begins to move and fluctuate just a little bit, kind of shifting upwards and downwards depending on where we are on the planet, in addition to season as well. But generally, about 432 Hertz, which is this, connects directly to the tuning of Mother Earth, which sounds a bit like so. So these bowls have a very grounding, earthing effect, which is interesting today because we're combining this strong earth element in with that fire sign of Leo, crossing into the more feminine lunar side of the moon. So it'll be interesting to see how that happens. And I say that because the bowls, because they're made of more than 99% quartz crystal, they conduct energy very easily. So the energy that's going on in the sky around us, the energy that you're bringing in your biofields, you are an electrical being, the bowls begin to pick that up and resonate. It's my job to listen, to see where the frequencies that they're encouraging us to activate for whatever our intended purpose. That's what I do. No two sessions are ever alike because you can never walk through the same stream twice. There's no right or wrong way to connect with yourself during this time together today. You may want to take an active approach, following along with any guided meditative prompts. You may want to just gently have this on in the background, allowing it to gently caress the subconscious. You do you. Just listening to the bowls right now. They're actually beginning to shift a little bit. So I invite you now just to find a comfortable position. If it's seated, standing perhaps. Perhaps you're prone, just letting the sound wash over you. And I'd like for you to begin just to exhale, sigh everything out. Notice your breath. What do you notice about your breath rate today? How deep? How fast or slow? See if you can't ask your breath just to gently to slow down, to deepen. Placing one hand over your heart, or two if that feels more comfortable. Filling your lungs as much as you can, and then letting it go. Have you ever noticed how a child can love without condition? A child has an ability, a connection. To not be influenced by what the world says is so. They can see the truth. They see the truth of what's in front of them. You can't really hide from that honesty. And yet there's always safety in that honesty. I'd like for us to release anything that you're ready to let go of that is unlike love. Where in your space, your physical body, your energetic bodies, can you find energy patterns that are unlike love? Now, as adults, we love to get caught up in the story. Story is everything. Story is king. Yet, loving honesty trumps even the best story. So let's see if we can, from a place of loving honesty, begin to find these blockages within our space. Any energies that are unlike love. Love flows freely, easily, purely. Love is presence. There's a patience that only love can give. A kindness, a happiness. It celebrates you for who you are. The accomplishments, the beauty you bring to the world. Allow yourself the intention. I release anything that is unlike love. Ah, teardrops, brighten my heart, clear the spring blossoms, shining my sight, flowing one night, remembering only, not any indelicate moments of my life. Ah, teardrops, how they brighten my heart, clear the spring blossoms, shining my sight, flowing one night, remembering only, not any indelicate moments of my life. It's the indelicate moments that we tend to hold on to. Do you have any indelicate moments that you're ready to let go of? Moments that we don't have fond memories of. Yet somehow we get stuck in their stories. And still their stories, our memories, no longer serve us. They're not happening now. They were then. Why hold on to the trauma longer than we need to? Allow the trauma to serve you as it may, remembering you are the master of your body, releasing these stored pockets of chemicals is in your purview. But you're right. Your body is not who you are. It's a mechanism for your living, for how you choose to live in the world. So just like tears help us release things that no longer serve these indelicate moments of life, let's begin to release and let go of these stories that no longer uplift. They don't inspire. Do you feel like a better person when you think of these stories? If you don't, let's see if we can't let them go. story becomes a repeated pattern. It leaves us no room for growth. The story is always telling itself the same way, sometimes expanding each time, but you're always stuck in this story. What if we rewrite these stories from a place of intention, a place of joy, a place where you recognize you can speak your truth always. It's safe to do so. And you are a creative being, fully capable of manifesting the life which you long for. A life which is and can be yours. From a place of joyful childhood innocence, a sweetness that we just crave as adults. We think that we lack, and yet sometimes all it takes is a good laugh to remind us it's right there. It's right there. From that place, what energies, what vibrations, what frequencies would you like to bring in right now? Perhaps they'd help you feel loved, safe, secure. Perhaps they would connect you to your power, to your ability to manifest in the world, your desire, your destiny, moving beyond fate. There's no fate here. You are the master of your own story, the writer of your own story. Maybe it's from a gentle place of knowing intuition, or a grounded recognition that all really is well. Sometimes we just like to tell ourselves it's not. Let's see if we can't bring in whatever energy right now reconnects you to your wholeness. I welcome you. Just like I kind of can't stop right now. If you need to take a moment and laugh, to re-enliven those pathways in your body, those pathways of joy, releasing the chemical responses that remind us laughter is always our best medicine. It connects us to all that is. It removes obstacles that we think are in our way. Makes your heart feel happy. If you need to take a moment and just pretend laugh until it's a real laugh, go for it. Laughter heals. And as you find that healing laughter, begin to welcome in the vibrations you most need in this moment. Think, imagine, or feel these vibrations as a color. It could be a sound. It could be an image. It could be a moving picture. It could be you actually rewriting an aspect of your story, perhaps something from your childhood that you're realizing has left you not in charge of the truth of who you are in this world. You write your story. You are strong. You are smart. You are so full of life. activating it throughout your entire system. In any place that you recognize could benefit from a little more peace. True peace can seldom be explained. It just is. Perhaps it's because peace is truth. Direct your attention to your first chakra at the base of your spine, your Muladhara Chakra, inviting in a beautiful red vibration and energy, a light, into this sacral area, seeing the red fill your entire hip basin, emanating out, supporting and enlivening all of the energy pathways in this part of your body. Orange color right above the red into your second chakra, Svadishtana Chakra. This is where our creativity really comes to life. Bringing in these orange tones all throughout your navel or your belly button area. Feeling the warmth, feeling it uplift and enliven your space. Shifting upward now towards your solar plexus, bringing in yellow, a golden citrine yellow. Perhaps you see it as sunshine yellow. Whatever yellow you need today, allow it to infiltrate your entire core of your body as it mixes and dances with the orange and the red already in your system, in your space. Breathing in this, your place of power, desire, destiny, will. Then shifting your focus up towards the area of your heart. This perfect place of peace, harmony, laughter, and love, bringing in an emerald green. This fourth chakra, the Anahata Chakra, enlivens us in so many ways. Sending loving, uplifting energy into this space and all of the energy centers attaching to it. And then shifting your attention up towards the area of your throat, your fifth chakra, bringing in a sky blue, a bright, beautiful blue, vibrant, full of life, reflecting the gorgeousness of the sun into your sky, your truth. This fifth chakra, the Vishuddha Chakra, seat of expression, where we have true connection to affirmation and abundance, discernment, it's truth. It is what it is, because it is. Then beginning to shift your attention up to the third eye, this place where you know that you know that you know. The seat of intuition sits directly in the middle part of the brain. Yeah. Right in between your two eyes, bringing in an indigo, a dark, deep blue. You might see it as the color of a midnight sky. Settling into that integration, unboundedness, this true gently sliding your attention up towards the crown of your head, your 7th chakra, your Svadishtana chakra. Bringing in a violet color. Violet holding the potency, the highest vibration that we can see. Here we connect to infinity, the aspect of us, of our immortality. The enlightenment, like that of the 1,000-petal lotus. Our connection to the divine and holiness. Allowing yourself to integrate all of these colors, from that violet to the indigo, the blue, the green, the yellow, the orange, and the red. Feeling the permeance of each of these colors throughout your space. Inhaling peace, harmony, laughter, and love. Holding that in your lungs. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Then giggle it out. Or breathe it out, whichever you want. Inhale it again. Let's inhale some more peace, harmony, laughter, and love. Holding it. Hold that. Allow that to fill and resonate throughout your entire space, all in your lungs. And then let it go. One last deep inhale. Then release. How are you feeling, my friends? How are you feeling? Oh, I'd love to hear. Tell me in the comments. It was interesting today. That childlike, innocent quality of the Leo moon very much had us sitting in our upper chakras, that place where we don't take life as seriously as we do in our lower chakras. It was really lovely. There's a lot of connection to this truth, to this place of speaking our truth, stepping into boldly who we are, just like a Leo would step boldly into any situation, into their truth. Also stepping into this place of love, just a child needs a lot of love. Children thrive on love. You were once a child. I was once a child. We're no different. Sometimes we just turn off that need. Sometimes we convince ourselves we don't need love. We aren't love. We're not lovable. I'm not loving. Sometimes a defense mechanism, right? There was a lot of that was getting broken down today. It was really beautiful. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that time with me. Let's read some of these comments, Jeremy. Hi, Stephanie. Nice to see you. Hi, Sunshine. Good to see you as well. Hi, Doug. I'm so glad y'all joined us. Hey, Nathan. Good to see you. I'm glad you were here. Beth. Oh, great energy, Charleene. Thank you so much, Beth. It's nice to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I hope it got just a little bit better. I hope it got a lot better, but whatever you need. Whatever is right for you. Monica. Hi, Monica. Good to see you, my friend. I love it. I love it. Oh, all these wonderful greetings. Sirkin, man, you got the heart thing going on today. Rock on. Yeah. Good stuff. Spreading the love. Speaking of. Ashley. I love that I just opened my eyes to my 4-year-old son, Crew, watching TV upside down on his head with a big smile on his face. That's fantastic. Exactly. That innocence, that childlike wonder and awe of the entire world, the cosmos around us. Not only the world, but us in it. Us in these bodies. There's nothing like that of the innocence, the sweetness, and the truth the children bring us. It's incredible. Thanks for sharing that. I love that picture. It's such a great mental image. Are little reminders in life that we all have an inner child, yes, that needs to be shown and remembered. Yes, remembered from time to time. Yes, you're so right, Ashley. You are so right. You hit the nail on the head. Thank you for sharing that. It was a beautiful reflection. Tracy. Tracy says, I wish you could hear what you're saying. Oh, well, I apologize for that. Sometimes depending on what the output's going and what the speakers are doing, sometimes the bowls really just talk over me. So thank you for bearing with. I hope you're able to receive the vibrations that you needed, whatever they are. Sirkin, you feel much better now. Good. Your brain is under an influence. Interesting. Well, I hope it's a positive influence now, but I'm glad you're feeling better. Thank you for sharing that, Sirkin. Always good to hear from you, Beth, my friend. And then Beth said, you felt in your head today. Yeah. It's interesting. It would be interesting to see where Jupiter actually sits in your chart. So anytime that we have planetary influences, we can talk indirectly about what's happening on an outer level. We can talk about, for instance, the moon trining Jupiter. However, if you really want to see where that affects you, we look where Jupiter is in your chart. And that begins to speak to these inner things that are going on inside you. So that might be something interesting to look at. There's a great website. It's astro-charts.com that you can do a free, you can make your own astrological chart for free, and they show you some highlights, some really great things. They tell you what planets are in what houses and all these other kinds of things that you're just like, if you don't know much about astrology, it's very helpful. And they break it down in a nice way, and it's free. And I think you can actually save it in their system too, so you can always access it. So that's kind of fun. Maybe there's something in that for you. But yeah, sometimes it is, whenever we astrologically influenced or not. This idea of getting stuck in our head, right? Which is so counter to the freedom that is the child. I always think of the little kittens. And there's that innocence to it as well. And yet, so we sometimes like to adult it. We get really people-y and adulty, and we get stuck between our two ears. It's where the thinking, rational mind likes to try to take over in so many ways. So we're here with you as you work through that. You're not alone. That's just, it's part of being human. Thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that. As the comments come in, Jeremy has to keep scrolling back and forth. So thank you for bearing with me. So Jen, timely message today. Thank you. Of course. What was the Rumi poem called? Of course, it's called Ah, Teardrops. Boop, boop, boop. And it's from this beautiful book. It's called The Friendship Poems of Rumi. There's actually two other companion books. I think there's the Spiritual Poems of Rumi and the Love Poems of Rumi. And I had actually just found them on Amazon. So if you're interested in them, I should try to figure out a way to help people connect with these, because we like to use them a lot. First of all, they're gorgeous. Second of all, they're gorgeous. So it's called Ah Teardrops. So Ah Teardrops brighten my heart, clear the spring blossoms shining my sight. Flowing one night, remembering only not any indelicate moments of my life. When I was little, my mom used to read poetry to me. It was one of my favorite memories from childhood. A lot of the poems from 101 famous poems I can still recite to this day, because Mama told me. She read them to me. I almost started into one. We would need to go that. So, Andrea, yes, you felt in your head as well. Yeah, there might be something to that. There might be an influence that's happening. What I'm hearing too is that a lot of times when Jupiter's all about expansion, and sometimes when we're resistant to expansion, what do? We begin to shut in. And how do we do that? The mind. The mind is, think about it, the Jeremy, what's the thing on a car called whenever you can't make the accelerator, you can't make it go any faster, it sets the speed? Limiter. Thank you. I don't know. So sometimes our mind acts as a limiter of our own space, of our own potential. So Jupiter's out here like, oh, look at all this expansion that's coming. There's good stuff. Today, make the most of the day. If you want to ask somebody for something, go for it. They're going to feel benevolent and probably give it to you because I'm shining happily on them and I'm shining happily on you. And the mind's like, ah! Probably just like that too. So I wonder if there's actually an element of that, of sometimes we begin to put up our own resistance, starting to kind of keep ourselves in this limiting place. And we can do that for a variety of reasons. I believe nothing is ever truly like that, is ever truly bad. It's what we need in that moment. The question is, why? To me, that's where I always find the most juicy, insightful, helpful insights of being able to, the little nuggets that you unlock, being able to see, okay, well, why am I doing that? And then either choose to do it or not. The choice is mine. Doesn't really matter. So maybe there's something in that for all of us whenever we tend to get stuck in our head. So tears, Sirkin, yeah, teardrops. Yes, teardrops. Teardrops. Jamie, ready to let go of all the illusions. Yeah, you're vibing on Neptune, man. You're waiting for Neptune to show up. Neptune's the planet of illusion. Yeah, it's true though. But all of life, right? That's the interesting thing. There are many philosophical as well as religious understandings that connect all of life to that of an illusion. All of life. That's why we say we play a game. It's interesting. Would you play a game if you knew what the outcome already was going to be? Life's much more exciting when we release the need for a specific outcome, knowing that we're expanding in that direction. It's an interesting conversation, one which we don't need to have now. Victor, you're delighted to hear you laugh. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I have this thing, and Jeremy will tell you. When I start laughing, sometimes I can't control it. I have to actually just reel it in. And they were definitely coming up from very deep places. I don't always have the most consistently nice laugh. So I'm going to move on from that, Victor, but thank you for saying that. It makes you realize how important laughter is in your life. Yeah, it's true. I'm not laughing at what you said. Sorry. It's true, though, if you can't laugh. I often find, too, I laugh a lot to the point of tears because it's so purging. Tracy, hi. You need some recordings of the healing sounds. Yes, yeah, the bowls are incredibly healing. We actually are getting ready to put up a new crystal singing bowl track that'll be there on the website for you. And I'm scratching at my nose, not because I'm having anything other than these wonderful little furs coming up from the rug and coming up my nose today for some reason. So yeah, I'm excited to be sharing that new track with you, bringing new healing sounds. We also have a new album that's coming out. Jeremy, do you have those slides? We have a new album that's releasing on September 30th, which is next Friday. And it is also healing sounds. It's not crystal singing bowls. It's actually sounds from space. So we're creating ambient space compositions with fusing it with actual sounds. We talked about that connects to the frequency of Earth, that note. Well, we connect very specific frequencies to each of the planets. So Venus is so beautiful and amazing. Mars has this very definitive energy in it as well. And then, just because it can't get much cooler, we actually bring in mantra. So we bring in ancient Sanskrit mantras, except for one track where we actually bring in, it's a portion of a sacred Sikh scripture. They're part of their Japji sacred scriptures, and it's chapter 22, and it talks about how, for as expansive as the universe is, there's world upon world upon worlds, which if you just go to nasa.gov, I think it's .gov or .com, you see that there's pictures of worlds upon worlds upon worlds. And this scripture talks about no matter how far we try to explore, we try to understand, we try to use our thinking mind, that limiter, it actually will never get there. And that's the beauty of the divine. So there you go. Oh, look at that, Jeremy. Look at you. Yeah, this is the cover of the album. That's so exciting. Very excited about that. Yeah, okay. I think they've seen enough of that. They get it. That's cool. But I'm excited. So that's coming out next Friday, September 30th, which is totally cool. And one of the things right now, too, that's going on is that Mercury's in retrograde. Jeremy, do you have those slides? And a lot of you had, a couple weeks ago, when Mercury went into retrograde, we said, okay, community, let's give them this wonderful access to this wonderful track. Actually, Mercury, the planet Mercury, so that whilst Mercury is going retrograde, you can more gently align with the frequencies of this planet that connects to communication, intelligence, technology. It's all things connecting us. There's travel in that as well. Always give yourself more time when going to the airport during Mercury retrograde. First-hand experience. So I'd love to give you this track just for free. Just come here, just download, or go to charlene.com/live events. You can find charlene.com. It's actually live streams. Anyway, go to the website, which you can get to on my Insight Timer page. If you just need to do a quick link, go to my Insight Timer page at the teacher section, and then click through to the website. You'll see in that drop-down bar, it's called Live Streams, because that's more appropriate. So Live Streams, if you go to that page, there's a beautiful gold box that where it says Get Notified. Pop in your phone number, your cell phone number, and just text me. That comes straight to me, and not to anybody else. We don't use this for anything else. You guys are our peeps. You're our sacred community. It's not going anywhere. And I will text you back a link where you can download that Mercury retrograde track. I think in that download, it asks you if you want to include your email. If you want to be a part of our email list when you are downloading this track, you can click it. If not, I think you don't have to. Just move past that. That's fine. If you want to stay connected in our community via the text, that's great. I'd love to connect with you in the text world too. I don't know about you, but that's the easiest way to get in touch with me. And if you don't, that's fine too. You can totally just stop or unsubscribe. Whatever you want. I just want to make sure I can get you this music. And the way everything's set up, sometimes we have to jump through these hoops, right? So that's a great way to do it. So I hope that if it's helpful to you, and then please feel free to share it. You actually will get the physical sound or track that you can keep on your phone. You can access it at any time. Do with it as you may. Share it with your friends. Make the world merrier. Whatever you need. So thank you, Tracy, for saying that of being in need of some of the sounds. Yeah. Ashan, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. So Jeremy just popped me a note and it said, also let people know that the current tracks on Insight Timer aren't the same as the album. That's right. They're similar, but they're not the same. They have a similar frequency, so you can begin to get a taste of it. The difference is that besides expanding on the space world that we created through actual NASA recordings, we also brought in sacred mantras that connect to the archetypes of each planet. So in Vedic astrology, or astrology from India, they actually use mantra to connect with each of the different planetary archetypes, gods and goddesses. And by repeating these mantras, there's a easier flow, there's an easier alignment with this particular energy. So for instance, Venus, Om Shukraye Namaha, Om Shukraye Namaha, Om Shukraye Namaha. Say that for yourself a few times and see what it begins to do to your space. What I noticed just then when I was saying it is that it took me to almost this like vortex of grounding, simultaneously uplifting beauty. So Venus connects with the idea of abundance and affluence, not in excess, though anything can be done in excess, right? But because of being able to enjoy all that we can create, all that we can manifest in life. And we see this through the arts. We see this in so many ways. So that's the big difference on the album. It's also hugely mantra based. So you hear these vocalizations and you can follow along. You can actually put them on repeat as well. Some of the tracks, it's just the mantra going the full time. Other times the mantras kind of come in and out and you'll flow with it because you'll feel the breath that the planet is creating just with its natural sound. It's really trippy. So, City, peace family, you came in a late, so you're going to catch us on YouTube. Yes, that's wonderful, peace. It's so good to see you, my friend. Friend from City of Sisterly Love. Philadelphia. Anik, this was a powerful session for me. Good. I'm glad to hear that. You released old stories and traumas. Good. Bringing in love, truth, and unity. Woohoo! Not much better than that. Love, truth, and unity. I love that. Wow. Curious about the bulls. Yeah, it is really interesting, isn't it? About how, man, everything's connected. It's just a function of how we connect to that connectivity. Oh gosh, I have a lot to get caught up on. Jeremy, I think we have a little bit one above that. Okay, perfect. Victor. I think I'd somehow missed Victor. I'm delighted to hear you laugh. Oh, that you need in your life. Yeah. Oh, good. Dorothy, and your apple cake. You're relaxed now. Slept, as you often do, during parts. Good. It was like honey washing through me. You feel in your head now, too. Yeah. There could also be an aspect of being in the head is not always necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes we have to allow our systems, our physical systems, these dense matter, time to assimilate with the work that you've done. So there could also absolutely be an aspect of that. So good for you for assimilating. I love the honey. Did you use the honey in the apple cake? I'm pretty sure I just kind of want to come visit. Jamie, thank you. Good. You have to go. Oh, good. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye, Jamie. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Anik, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. Monica, you enjoyed this very, very much. Good. Beth, you're a Leo. Cool. Well, there you go. Jane, you know a lot about what it is to be a Leo. Jane, always a pleasure to be here. Charlene, have a blessed day. Namaste to you as well, my sister Satnam. Stephanie, Jupiter, Libra, 9th house. There you go. All right. Well, you can really deep dive into that's make an interesting transit today for you. Cool. Katie, thanks so deep and feeling. Grateful that you feel lighter now. Oh, that's fantastic, Katie. Feeling lighter. Yeah. Releasing these things. I love the purple hearts. It might also be because of my purple Wild Thing shirt. Might be inadvertently influencing the hearts. Purple's my favorite color. It's also crown chakra. So good. Dorothy, you must have been sleeping when you read the poem. But you probably heard it again, because I think I probably said it within the past 14 minutes. I'm sorry, I've yammered on so long today, guys. Monica, I love how everybody's connecting. Sirkin, cruise control. Yeah, cruise control also works. The limiter, the cruise control, that kind of thing. Whatever it is that kind of keeps us from making those, keeping us in that space, which sometimes we need. Sometimes, interestingly enough, Saturn really helps us connect to this idea of tradition or the boxes. There's wisdom in that. We can better understand the limitless by understanding limits, because then you can dissect them and let them go. So, well said, sir. Thank you. Dorothy, Victor, I agree with your comment about laughter. You realized a few days ago I haven't been laughing so much. Charlene's laughter's lovely. Oh, well, may we all have a day filled with laughter. It does a soul good. Stephanie, whoa, that is a beautiful picture. I'm glad you like the album artwork. A wonderful friend of mine. You can find her on Instagram. Her handle is Tailored Art. T-A, like a tailor. T-A-I-L-O-R-E-D. Tailored Art. She does incredible work. And I think she's taking commissions if you need anything done. Hi, JG. Good to see you. I'm glad you thought this was a good session. Good. Dorothy, beautiful cover. Oh, and you were talking about the cover too. Thank you so much. Look at all these wonderful comments from Dorothy, Stephanie, Sirkin. Thank you. Katie, yeah, you listened to the Mercury alignment track on Insight Timer. Good. Yeah, so that's a great place to start. If you want the even more Mac Daddy one with the mantra, reach out to me on text. I'm happy to send it to you if you're comfortable doing that. If you're not, totally fine. There's the one on Insight Timer that's up there for now. So, Tracy, it's pretty awesome how you've shifted me out of a dark mood. Amazing. Oh, amazing, Tracy. Thank you for sharing that. You know what? We're all connected. And some days are better than others. For all of us. The darkness is what brings the light into perspective. The light's not nearly as pretty if we don't know what it is to be dark, right? So, bless you wherever you are. Know that you're not alone. You are supported and you are loved. Thanks for sharing that. City. I love you too so much, sweet sister. Oh, I love you, sweet girl. City. Ashley. Purple's your favorite color too. Look at that. And Katie, I'm telling you, purple's where it's at. Well, friends, and Victor is wearing purple today. I'm telling you, we got this purple vibe happening. So, well, friends, always enjoy being with you. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you today, to share space with you today, to listen to your resonance, your vibrations, to be with you, to hear you. That means the world to me. Anything I can do to support you, you can always reach out to me. You can find me on Insight Timer. We'll be back tomorrow, actually. Woohoo! What is today? It's the last day of summer. What's tomorrow? Yeah, I heard you say it's the first day of fall. Yeah, that was awesome. Well done. High-fived on that one. So beauty surrounds the fall equinox happening tomorrow. We'll get some more events coming, posted for you as well. And now my little Leos are calling me. You'll hear them in the distance. So thank you so much for being here today, my friends. May your day be filled with peace, love, laughter, and of course, light. Until I see you again, know that you are loved. Sat Nam.